Right now, everybody is talking about Luffy's awakening, but nobody is actually talking about the scene when Law achieved his Devil Fruit awakening, allowing him to create and adhere a miniature room to his weapons, which then gains the ability to harmlessly bypass anything solid or directly operates on the inside of whatever it may pass through. This directly addresses one of the fruit's biggest weaknesses, which is its stationary nature of its field of range. In chapter 1039, Law uses an ultimate attack that greatly injures Big Mom and creates a large hole in Onigashima as well as a large crater near the flower capital. But some people think that Law got buffed up in this fight against Big Mom because of his showing fight against Doflamingo. But they remove all the context from that fight, such as Law's mental state was terrible given their personal history. This was shown to be extremely important enough so that it's been featured multiple times in the anime, including when Nami mentioned it explicitly when Iceberg asked her if they are going against CP0 again after getting destroyed, and she replied that the only reason that happened is that they were confused and upset regarding Robin's as Robin left them. Not being right mentally is devastating in One Piece, especially for someone like Law who is cold and calculated. Although most anime shows anger as a power up, but it doesn't work like that in this case. Luffy hasn't won any fight against any villain or antagonist who was stronger than him because he was angry, but he won due to his willpower. The same thing could have happened with Carrot in the fight against Sparrow and Ace against Blackbeard. Also, that Law hadn't come to Dressrosa with the intention to fight Doflamingo. He wasn't in the slightly prepared to go against Doflamingo and Fujitora, and admitted someone who could have defeated Doflamingo, Law, and Luffy alone at that time. Even the second time Doflamingo was helped by Trapper. If that fight had happened in the vacuum where it's just Law and Doflamingo with no emotional trauma surrounding Corazon, Law would have done much better and could have even won. At the very least, we know that his haki isn't weaker than Doflamingo because he moved him with shambles, and Law stated at the rooftop that he can use the aspect of his ability when his haki is superior, which is why he couldn't teleport the Yonkos around. It may also have worked against Doflamingo because he wasn't slightly prepared for it since he thought that Law was down. Most of the Law's downplay I have seen against his recent fights is not taking all this into account. He has always been Luffy's rival, and that has always been shown by Oda. Him and Kid are gonna be the closest to Luffy in the endgame, whether you like it or not. People think he got buffed up a lot in this fight against Big Mom when that is not completely true. Just like how Luffy went from getting one shot to going toe to toe, or more like he could even defeat Kaido right now. Law also trained off screen and got stronger. Of course, it would have been great to show some of his training, but Oda mostly didn't show it at the time, but it could be shown in the anime. Another thing is that Law truly shines in a team battle, but that doesn't mean that he cannot take down an opponent 1v1. I won't deny the fact that his growth is much harder to digest compared to Luffy's, and he didn't get a plot boost, but we just gotta have to accept it. The fact that Oda cares more about the narrative rather than power scaling, and Law and Kid will always be the closest to Luffy since they are his main rivals. It's not that Big Mom is that weak, but Kid and Law are just that strong.